Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Just a quick forewarning, because I'm on a slightly tight schedule today, I might not have time to edit this video, but it still has to be out today to really have any point, so it might not be edited. It might be, might not be, but just one. So, as promised over the past few days, it is GCSE results day for me, and obviously an entire year group of students across the country, but mainly me, of course. So I have my results here. So let's get right into it. So starting off with the 1B Tech that I did, that was IT, and I got a level 2 distinction in IT, which wasn't the highest grade. Now, you see, I'm gonna let you into the secrets. Well, not secrets, but stuff that you might not know. When schools returned in March 2021, I didn't really go back in a way, because I did for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then my anxiety just got a lot worse, and I was off for like a month and a half, so I didn't end up getting the last bit of IT coursework finished. So I had a problem that to get the level 2 distinction star, you obviously have to get a level 2 distinction in all the pieces of coursework and the test. And of course we didn't do exams this year. I got level 2 distinction on the mock that we did whenever we did, I believe back in December, possibly November. Yeah. So it's still a good grade. It's like a 7, I believe. Which, if you're not used to the number system, 7's roughly an A, 8's roughly A star, 9 is roughly above A star, 6 is roughly B, 5 is roughly C, B at a push, and 4 is a low C. So, that one subject took a long time. In RS, I got a 7. Now, I'm very happy with that, because surprisingly, maybe for me, I wasn't very good at RS. Now, it's my second favourite subject of, like, subjects that we did at secondary school. So, I do really like it. It was on the mocks that I'm trying to think. I think on the actual religions paper, I only got a 4, and I think even on the themes paper, I got like a 6, so I got a 5 overall. But I believe there was like assessments we did in class from time to time, and I believe I remember getting an 8 or a 9 on one of them, so that may have helped. Now, from my second favourite subject to my favourite subject, in history. I'm just such an obsessive over history, I swear. I got an 8 in history, and I'm happy with that, very happy. As I got a 7 on the mock, so to get an 8, pretty good. I think think I got a 9 on the odd assessment in class from time to time, so again that might have helped. And then moving on to maths, which I got an 8 in. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't like maths. I used to, but I don't now. It just stresses me out in a way that you may understand, you may not understand. I think it's sort of the perpetuality of the subject, but 8's a phenomenal grade to get on a subject that I hate. Or, I wouldn't say I hate it, is that too strong to say? I hate what it does to me. Like, there are aspects of maths that I enjoy. That's just a given to say. Like, probability. I really enjoy that. But anything with shapes, really cannot stand. Okay, the sciences now. Biology, I got a 7. And I'm not sure I can act disappointed over a 7 because it's a very good grade, but part of me feels like I was definitely capable of getting an 8, and I didn't. So it's not disappointing, but it's sort of the sort of, I think there's a phrase for it where you had like a chance to get, say, £1,000 and you only got 750 or whatever. It's still something you didn't have, and you're now very grateful to have, but it could have been more. Whether it should have been, I don't know. But seems though I seem to be saying what grades I got on the mocks quite often. I did get a 7 on the biology mock. On the paper 1 mock. I don't know what I got on paper 2 mocks because I did them before I got a chance to see what grade I got, because I did them in the last few weeks of school. Okay, chemistry, I got an 8 on, and yeah, very happy with that. I don't quite know what it was, but there was just some part of me that seemed to do really well at chemistry. Like, I'm gonna be honest, anytime we were doing a practical, I had no clue what the hell we were doing. But somehow, apparently I do understand it. Maybe it's just, I understand the written side. Like, am I a person of science? I don't really know. I'm definitely impractical, but something about me just, I guess with logic and reason, it does work for me, so I guess that's where I get the grade. And last of the sciences, physics, I also got an 8 on, and yeah, I'm a little surprised, because I feel like I was better at biology than I was at physics, but I suppose to some extent with physics, a lot of it is math-based, and yeah, I don't like maths, but I'm good at it, so I could transfer all that stuff. Again, with biology, I had no clue what we were doing with practicals a lot of the time. I feel like that's a pretty big thing to be letting out if you were ever a classmate of mine in any of the sciences. So just take the confidence boost. If you didn't know what you were doing, I didn't either. Oh, French. I got a 6 in French. And 6 is my lowest grade, but I wasn't very good at French. I'll admit I could have put more effort into French than I did. Like, especially in later years. Because I think in year 9, which is the first of 3 years of doing GCSE subjects, I put a lot of effort into it then. Like, we'd get a vocab sheet and I'd make flashcards for entire sections of the sheet, and I'd spend maybe like half an hour each day practicing it in, out, and yeah, I did learn like a lot of vocabulary then, and I think I was doing really well at that point, but I think I got lazy to an extent, and maybe it was to some extent a mental health toll, but I think I could have done more. Like, that's not a takeaway from the 6. 6 isn't a bad grade, it's a B. It's decent, but it could have been a 7. I could have tried harder, could have got a 7. Now, 3 subjects left. English language. Of course, you may or may not be aware there's 2 GCSEs. 2 grades you get for English, 1 for language, 1 for literature. For language, I got an 8. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, because I do really enjoy English language. It probably 3rd, 4th favourite subject maybe, and yeah, of course, mainly for the creative writing side of it. I'm really into creative writing, but it's just something that I can't seem to like get myself to do. Psychologically, there's pretty good explanations for it. It's I'll get home after a day of school, or I'll just be in a bad place mentally, and of course the easy thing to do when you don't feel capable of doing much else is to play a game, to watch TV, to sit in your bed and chat on Discord. I do all 3 of them quite a lot. So yeah, I'm still happy with the 8 though. I think a lot of it came down in English to practice, because you do the same thing over and over. You eventually do get good at it, because I think at the start in year 9, like, I wasn't in top set for English then, rightly so, because I think a lot of the time I wasn't really following the structure that you were supposed to, with T paragraphs, petal paragraphs, etc. You know what they are, or you don't, and I can't be bothered to explain. But I think I had to properly learn what to do, and I did that in year 10 and year 11, and I guess I have my reward for it now. English literature, I also got an 8, and yeah, I'm sort of one of those people that doesn't really read at all. I do read books, and yeah, I do read books, just not quite to the extent that you're supposed to. Like, I'll buy the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book every year when it comes out. Maybe I'll sometimes forget about it and only get it a few months later, but I do always read them. I've read every book in the series, I'm pretty sure. And I've bought, like, Disney Channel books and stuff like that, and read them. They are in, like, short stories, though, to some extent. They're not English literature level books, obviously. but I think I was massively helped in English literature by the books we happened to study. It was I've just blanked all of them. No, I remember. It was Macbeth, An Inspector Calls, and A Christmas Carol. So they all have themes of, like, sorry, I just had to cut because I forgot to tell everyone I was recording, and that comes with consequences in people knocking on your door, not realising. But remembering where I was saying the themes of Macbeth, of A Christmas Carol, of An Inspector Calls, they were all themes that I understand and understand well. Macbeth is power, corruption, stuff like that. A Christmas Carol is charitability. That's an awful mispronunciation. Like damnation. And An Inspector Calls is also sort of capitalism v socialism type thing. And yeah, given my interest in politics, I understand those themes, and so writing about them was fairly easy. And yeah, I got 8s on both the mocks, but it was pretty close to 9s on... I think it was on Inspector Calls, I was incredibly close to a 9. I think if I just practiced a little more, I could have got 9s, but let's stop trying to invalidate an 8. It's a very high grade, but that's the thing, when you get these high grades, you try and invalidate yourself. Right, and last but not least, computer science. I got an 8 in computer science, and yeah, computer science is one of those subjects. I'm sort of the stereotypical computer science type kid, I guess. So yeah, I was good at like programming and computer systems, understanding stuff like that, binary sorts, programming constructs, stuff like that. I was good at that. So I'm maybe slightly disappointed not to get a 9, but I need to stop saying that. I didn't get any 9s, but I got, what, 7 8s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. That's a big deal. I need to stop. I need to stop. But yeah, computer science is one of the subjects I'm doing at A level, I'm pretty sure, so yeah, helps to have gotten the grade now. But that's basically my grades and thoughts on all of them. I realise now my hand is being forced and I'm going to have to edit, especially a video length, 19.5 minutes. I will want to cut that down slightly, but thank you for watching, and yeah, so really happy with those results, but yeah, you know, as always, feel free to let me know how you did on your GCSEs. either if you were in my year, obviously, like, I don't know, maybe we were friends in real life. I do partake in such activities, or you've done your GCSEs at some point in time. Feel free to let me know and share your thoughts. So, as always, peace and love. Bye.